Привет, hello, and bonjour, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another Disney princess video. So, as you know, I'm sure you know, that's why you're here. Makeup Revolution does a collab with Disney and they release princess palettes every so often. Again, I wasn't gonna get this one, but I got reeled in and I got it and I'm so excited. Today we're doing the Little Mermaid. If you don't know these palettes, they're absolutely incredible. We get 18 eyeshadows, 3 blushes, and 3 highlights, and it closes like a beautiful little book, and I love purple too. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this video. I just did Jasmine recently, which unfortunately wasn't my favorite. Hopefully this one does a lot better, but I did get a few more items in this collection than I did with Jasmine. I also got the gorgeous highlighter. Now, I love these highlighters, but I also don't. So first of all, the packaging is absolutely stunning. It's quite large. It's a lot thicker than the palette, so it's certainly a collector's item. So if you love the highlight, it is not so easy to take on the go, but they're always in these little heart-shaped, and this one is a very rose goldish soft pink, which is beautiful and I think will suit me very well. This tends to be the highlight that I use, that and kind of white-ish highlights. And then I also did get the lip gloss. Comes in this little packaging here, same as everything. Lovely and purple, and it looks like this. It's the white with the pink and purple iridescent shift. It's on my lips right now. And it's so cute. So we're gonna do 3 looks like I always do with 18 pan palettes. I'm so excited. This one's gonna be a colorful one. As you can see, very bright palette, but not your usual mix of colors, which is what really drew me in. So I'm super excited. Thank you for being here. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have at least 2 videos coming out every week and lots of content coming up. Other than that, let us just dive in. Alright, so for the first look, we're going to be using a single column of eyeshadows. I broke down the looks into 3 columns, so the first one will be this one, the second one will be the middle one, and the last one will be the last one. So this one, as you can see, lots of blues and purples. I'm really excited for the shade Ariel, which is that lovely lavender color, which tends to be the theme for this collection. So what I'm gonna do is have the purple as kind of the buffed out color, and then green, blue, and white in the middle. And the bottom we're gonna be doing a flounder kind of color. Naturally, because he's blue and yellow, we're gonna have blue and yellow. So hopefully it turns out the way I imagined it in my head. So just starting with Ariel, very light. I hope there's good pigment there. Much payoff at all. Okay, you really have to pack it on because it is so pastel and light, and I suppose if you really want it to pop, you're gonna want to put a white base underneath. All right, next we're going into Aquata and Adela, which are 2 of Ariel's sister. We're gonna have the green on the outside, the blue kind of on the middle, and then I'm gonna put Dingle Hopper, the shimmery white, right in the middle. I'm already noticing that this isn't going the way I wanted it to, just because, well, I don't know if the purple base came down or what. I'm gonna put a really generous coating of eyelid primer so that these colors really pop, because if I don't, they're kind of there, but not to the extent that I'd like them to be, and I really want them to be visible for this look because I want it graphic, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I prepped my eyes with the Cut Crease Canvas from Makeup Revolution, and we're going back in with Adela, and hopefully this makes the colors really pop. Already 100 times better. So I'm trying to be very careful not to go in too deep because I am adding 2 more colors, but I kind of want to cover my whole lid in this. It's so beautiful. Oh mama, that is so pretty. I want to rethink my whole pan, but I'm not going to because I really want to show off all the colors, but that green is so beautiful. Definitely recommend a base, but I'm so excited for where this is going. Next we're going in with Aquata, the aquamarine color, and that's going in the middle of the 2 greens. So this one picks up a lot more chunky, like I'm trying to pick it up and just clumps of eyeshadow are coming up, so be careful with that. And I am still gonna go in with Dingle Hopper after, but I think it'll just be easier if I pack it on like so to start. Ooh, it's a very, very crumbly shadow. Okay, those mixed quite well. Dingle Hopper, do I want, it's a really bright white. I'm thinking, do I even need it? I'm just gonna tap it on a little bit in the middle to brighten that up. But ultimately, that's gonna be the eye. Okay, I'm like absolutely loving where this look is going. This is so exciting and fun and funky, and I have not done a look like this before, so I'm very excited. So we're gonna finish off the bottom of the eyes, and we're gonna go in with Ocean on the under eye, and then Flounder right in the middle to do that little pop of yellow. And I might actually go back in with Dingle Hopper on the inner corner. Next, as we all know at this point, these beautiful palettes come with 3 blushes and 3 highlights, and honestly, they are some of my favorite formulas that I've tried for Makeup Revolution. I absolutely adore them. So I'm gonna go with a blush, and I'm trying to think for my other looks which ones would work best as well. Yeah, for this one I'm gonna use the top row. So the blush is called Part of Your World, iconic song. And the highlighter is called The Heart of the Sea. So I'm going in with a big fluffy brush. Now, it is a very light blush, so I'm curious to see how it'll look on someone, first of all, like myself, with a pale complexion. It may not be the most suited to someone with a deeper skin tone. And I am trying to pack it on a little bit more just so it's actually visible. You know what, I do like it. It's that, for me, for my skin tone, it's that barely there blush, but in more pink. I really like these kinds of tones when they're nude or orangey. I've been discussing this lately that I'm not the biggest fan of pink blushes anymore, but this one still works. It has that peachy, natural undertone in its pink, so it's certainly one that is quite nice. And for the highlighter, we're going in with the Heart of the Sea. Like I said, again, milled so finely and pressed so lightly. Like, I don't know if you can see, but there's so much powder coming off of it. It really gets dusty in these, and that is a thing with these palettes, so keep that in mind. Wearing white might not be the best idea. So I like it, but I feel like they put too much of the white into it. It doesn't look like reflective, where it more almost looks like it's taking away from the blush I put on and putting me back on my natural skin tone. Does that make sense? It's quite nice. It's definitely, these highlights I find are more of a sheen in a lot of the palettes. I feel like this one is maybe not the best suited for this look because it feels like, I don't know, maybe too white for the blush I used, but it is quite nice. It's a very soft, frosty baby pink, let's call it. So there you go. We all know what's next. I'm gonna finish my look off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I wasn't sure where it was going. It's obviously a lot of colors, but I'm so happy with how this look went. I used the Little Mermaid lip gloss, which now that I'm really looking at it is one of the most beautiful lip glosses I've probably ever seen. It's that iridescent pink purple shift, just a little bit of lip liner and that, and oh my god, it's such a pretty look. I'm so happy with how it turned out. Are you happy? I don't know why I'm doing this with my hand. I'm happy. Are you happy? I'm happy. Yeah, it's great. Nothing too crazy special about the blue or yellow on the bottom. They're pretty standard, but that green really is fantastic, and the purple was a bit lighter than I wanted, but all in all, super happy, and let us go on to look number 2. All right, for look number 2, we're going a little bit more graphic. It's a lot more reds and blues and corals. So as I mentioned, it'll be the middle column of this palette. I'm gonna go in with some interesting designs. I just wanna play around with the colors really and see how well they work, which is what you do in a palette review, I suppose. But I'm quite excited. I'm curious about Sebastian the red because it looks like a muted bright red, which I'm excited about, especially for fall. And that's probably the one I'm the most excited about in this column, but all in all, an interesting little mix of colors. So that being said, I am going to go right in with Sebastian. I have an idea in my head, so just bear with me as I go through it. It's a little bit different. Ooh, I'm liking Sebastian so far. So I have a red circle on my eye. This is what I was going for. And I am gonna go back into Sebastian afterwards to add some more red, but I'm gonna be going into Sea and Waves, the 2 blue colors on this, and start on the lid. Whoa, okay, Waves is that top blue color. It is so nice. This color is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I'm really trying to stick within the crease and not blend up. I'm nervous about Sea. It's a very deep indigo color, and I feel like it has the potential to ruin my life if it gets everywhere. Okay, here we are. I'm loving this graphic look. Hello. I did want to add more red. I was gonna do another dot here. I just don't want to ruin the look. Should I do it? Should I do it? Yeah, that's what I wanted. Cool. Okay, absolutely obsessed with this look. Let's keep going. So I'm gonna go into Mermaid, which is this kind of warm pinkish color on the underneath, and then Ilana on the inner corner, which is a shimmery purple. Alright, this is cool. I feel like I should be in Lady Gaga's Chromatica. I'm digging this. I'm digging this. Naturally, we have to do the highlighter and blush. I think I'm gonna go for the bottom row here just because it'll work the best with the colors that we have. So the blush is called Total Catch, and it's kind of like a vintage rose with a bit more red. And then the highlight is Rule the Wave, which is a very light pink. I really want that look. You know the one I'm talking about, the blush. I like this one a little bit better than the last one just because the pink undertone helps it blend in with the blush more, but I also don't want it sitting on top of the blush too much. I want to blend them together because I love the effect of the blush in this look. Ooh, I am living for this look. All right, oh, that's the blue. Be careful of that. So I will be right back. Speechless. I'm obsessed with this look also. I did not expect this from this palette just because it's such a unique mix of colors, and sometimes when you're playing around with colors, things don't go as planned, but oh, I love this look. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love everything about it. All the colors are great. I did a lavender waterline just to tie it all in together, and oh, the 2 blues together work so well. I could see myself wearing it honestly during the day, and I don't normally do that with blue. This red, I tried to match Sebastian the most. It's a lippy stick by ColourPop. My nails a little bit, oh yeah. I'm so happy with it. Sebastian is a bomb.com red. Like, it's that kind of muted red that you can actually wear day to day, unlike some others, you know what I mean? Oh my god, I'm so happy with this look. I'm so happy with it. Hopefully the last one doesn't disappoint. The next look is gonna be darker, so wish me luck. All right, for the last look, we're going, like I mentioned, a little bit darker. So these colors are a bit more bizarre. You can see there's a lot of greens, well, 2 greens and then kind of a pink purple situation. I have a vision. I don't know how well that will be executed. Essentially, we're gonna go green and deep dark black green on top and then mix up the pink and the yellow on the bottom. I'm really not sure why they decided to name Eric Pink. He's never worn any pink, but that is that. And then naturally we will use the last 2, blush and highlight, although I'll definitely use the blush, but the highlight, I'm not a huge fan of gold tones on myself, and this one's quite deep. It'll be great on someone else, so I'll probably use the standalone highlight for that one. It's a very unique, kind of dark teal color. It's gonna be perfect for this look, but I honestly don't think I own anything like it, which is really great. Okay, I'm really taking this. I'm getting Ursula vibes. This is definitely the look for Ursula. This will be a great color for Halloween, so I've tried to blow it out a little bit. Next, I'm gonna go into Flotsam, which is this deep green shift. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's gonna get dark in here. Ooh, these are working so well together. Just going in with a small brush so I can kind of control it a bit better, because especially when it's a deep color, if it's a fluffy brush, if it's a big brush, you can kind of lose the precision in the look. I feel like this is the color like Eva Green would wear. Does that make sense? Like some babe in a James Bond movie at a fancy cocktail dinner party. This green is gorgeous. Okay, this is definitely an eyeshadow where you might want to do the foundation after, because there is that little bit of fallout, but you know, when you try to pick it up, it just darkens your whole face, so keep that in mind. I honestly kind of want to leave it here. Oh, this is the perfect green smoky eye. I'm absolutely obsessed, but we'll keep going just for the sake of the video. I said I'd do the look, so I'm just gonna do Eric on the bottom lash line, I suppose, and a little bit of Trident. No, let's add Ursula and Eric on the bottom. We'll do Ursula and then Eric, so it's a nice little gradient, and then Trident here. So Eric's not doing too much of anything. It's a very light pale pink, so I mean, I suppose it'll be nice for blending out deeper purples and pinks. Oh, I feel sexy. I feel yes. I'm not mad at the gold, but it's not my favorite. I'm gonna mute it out and actually go over it with the handheld. Is there a name for this one? See the possibilities. The individual highlighter. Just so it mixes a bit better together. Better. So for blush, as I mentioned, we're gonna go in with this orange one. It's called Make a Splash. I'm gonna do, what do I wanna do for blush? I was gonna say, I really love orange blushes. We'll do a mix of the first and the second blush. Ooh, that green looks really good with the orange. Okay, and back in with the highlight. I'm digging it. I like it more than the last 2. I'm not sure, it's my first time using this kind of a brush for highlight. I'm not crazy about it. I feel like it's picking up funny. I know. Yeah. I'm digging it. All right, final time. I'll be right back with the final look. God, I feel like the baddest bitch ever. This look is so, I feel like Ursula. I feel like a spy. I I don't know what to say. I paired this with the Jouer, this is the shade Enchanted. It's a little lip glossy gloss. Can we take a moment? Can we take a moment? I think this is my favorite. It was kind of the most simple one to do. I did a black eyeliner, but I feel like it's a mood. Do you know what I mean? The look as a whole is like, digging it, digging it, digging it. Obsessed. I'm probably gonna wear this for the rest of the day around the house just because I can. But yeah, let's dive into my final thoughts. Okay, so what do we think about the Little Mermaid palette? Honestly, I freaking love it. I really wasn't sure about it just because, like I mentioned, all of the colors, they're quite odd, right? Everybody sees the rainbow palettes, the multicolored palettes, but these ones, they're that little bit quirky, which is great. They're a little bit off the main colors that you would usually hit up, but they work fabulously. Amazing. I will say, of all of the I have 3 princess palettes. This is probably my least favorite for highlighter and blush. I do quite like this orange tangerine. That's the one I'm wearing now. That's up my alley. I mean, the pink is fine. No, I'd say, you know what? Let me take that back. The blushes are quite nice, but the highlights are a bit of a disappointment for me. They're just a bit too similar. I don't feel like they add much to the look. The blushes are quite nice, I will say that. And these two I feel like will work on a deeper skin tone. This one probably not. But I really love this palette, definitely better than Jasmine. I don't know if I prefer it over the Belle palette, but that's a bit like comparing apples and oranges just because that one is quite neutral and wearable, whereas this one is obviously a lot more unique. So if you're looking for that's something different, I actually really recommend this palette. I feel like with everything that's on the market, there's not a lot like this. This is different, and for the value and everything you get in it, 100%. Were there any flops for me? I mean, Ariel was a little disappointing just because it was super light and I wanted it to be that beautiful lavender. A few shades are a bit like, they're fine. I really loved Sebastian. I thought that red was great. Waves and Sea worked beautifully together, and honestly, I'm kind of obsessed with this look. Flotsam is definitely one of the most unique shades I've personally experienced recently. I think it's so gorgeous. It's that perfect, you think of that smoky eye, you know, not completely black. This is it. And Seaweed, again, I don't have a color like it. That's kind of the theme of this palette. And they work so well together, and I just feel like an evil boss. Oh, I feel like a villain, a Disney villain. Oh, imagine making Disney villain palettes. It's my idea, Makeup Revolution, call me. Absolutely obsessed, loved every look, really happy. I know I only used it in one look, but I really love the lip gloss too. I feel like that's so unique, and it's something, I mean, is it a lip topper? They're a lip topper, my mistake. But I feel like this will go with so many things. And lastly, the highlighter, it's quite nice. I think I prefer it to all of the 3 highlighters inside the box, but again, it's that kind of shade that I think everybody has at this point. So if you really need to pick 1 or 2 things, I would say 100% the palette and then the lip gloss. And this one to me falls a little bit short. But yeah, all in all, I actually absolutely love this collection. I'm so glad I got my hands on it. I'll be using it in the future. I think for creative looks as well is going to be absolutely excellent. It really is that little bit different from everything I've seen on the market recently. So 100% wholehearted, consented love and recommendation from me. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully it was fun and entertaining for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to build it up. We got at least 2 videos coming out every week, lots of content coming up. Hit the like button and let me know your thoughts down below. Do you have the princess palettes? Do you have any other ones? There's 2 that I'm still missing. I'm not sure if I'll go for them just because I have so many palettes, but I'm really excited to see who they will be releasing in the near future. Other than that, you can catch me on social media at SLAVIC CHIC, and I'll hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Bye!